It got to a point where I didn't even really like to tell people I was an entrepreneur or own my own business because
100%. Good morning. It's Thursday, but you guys are probably watching this on Friday or this weekend or just a different day.
sometime in the future,
We're at the office.
aka started.
And we are going to get some work done, but today we want to talk to you about growing pains.
Of starting a business, going out on your own, or whatever it may be. This all kind of started from a little thing we were listening to this morning. It was a scripture that stuck out to us in Proverbs, and so we'll give you some lessons that we're learning on the growing pains and the side effects, some of the not so fun things that go with doing difficult or amazing things in the future.
Yeah, the not so sexy stuff. So that concludes our morning work session and the downfall of my computer again.
We're going to get you a new one sometime over time. What I'll do is I give a little tip. One of the things, or more of a note, not a tip, of one of the downsides or kind of one of the necessary evils to starting a business is that a lot of times, especially if you're like a software engineer, you can make really good money depending on your career. So when you go off to start your own business and you're bootstrapping it and you haven't raised a lot of money, generally you're taking less money than if you work for somebody else. So if you're going to do it, be prepared that there's a potential drop in your income, but you're sacrificing the money now for the investment of owning something and building the value of that over time. And your salary will raise as you make more money through the company, but it's kind of
You don't have the money to purchase new computers, or you don't have like IT person to go to bring your computer to fix or to give you a replacement or things like that. So you have to figure out what you're going to do about those types of things on your own and budget for them. Lesson learned, y'all. Lesson learned. Guess what time it is?
Guess what we're eating today? If you guess eggs and avocado, you are correct.
You guys, we are so predictable.
It's so good. I feel like after eating it, it tastes amazing. I feel good after eating it.
I don't like feeling full at all during the day. That's why I usually don't eat that much for lunch, and we'll have a bigger dinner. But since I'm also doing the juice stuff, I'm going to be juicing for my dinners and having avocado egg toast for lunch. Here we go, you guys. Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Oh, that was gross.
It's got a different flavor to
Oh, that's so nasty. Oh.
It's water flavor.
You guys are seriously really, 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 really disgusting. I cannot believe I just drank that. Ew. Alright, so he's being smart and mixing it. We're getting healthy, guys. Now hold your cup up so they can see your twin. Look at that. Alright, we just finished eating
Yes, we did.
and drinking.
Get refueled up for another part of the day.
On the topic of
Unknown pitfalls, crappy parts about going off on your own, whether you're freelancing, starting a business, starting a media company, growing your social profiles, whatever it ends up being.
the unknown.
This actually originally came from a conversation that we were just having upstairs, and so it's very real. We were literally just discussing it back and forth, and so we figured we wanted to share it with you. Do you want to kind of start, or should I start?
I think I alluded to this before, but the past few months have been, pretty rocky. I'm in the process of dissolving a company and starting a different one. And that is just, it's a lot to take, and it's hard to look at other people and see what they're doing and
their success,
and then you compare it to your own. And I know I'm always like, don't compare yourself to anybody else, but in the realm of space that I am in, the measure is based upon followers, views, subscribers, minutes watched, website visits. All that stuff is actually affects my day-to-day and my business and how much money I make.
Yeah.
It's hard not to look at those things and not let it get to you when it may not be going as fast or as well as you think it should be. And I know that's for myself. It's gotten a lot better. I mean, in the month time that I've been doing this, it's progressively, I've seen like a great increase.
Even though you're making progress, it's still not to the measure of like what you deem as success, so they can still be difficult. It can feel like you're growing, but the metrics or the numbers aren't as satisfying as they should be because you're comparing yourself to other people. And for ours, it wasn't just about numbers or views. As Brandy's building a media company, we're building a SaaS company or in an agency. Ours was based on pivots we had to make, things we discovered about products that didn't end up working, and taking on client work and stuff. It got to a point where I didn't even really like to tell people I was an entrepreneur or own my own business, because
100%.
When you live in the world, especially of technology and Silicon Valley and billion-dollar valuations and a company going from zero to $100 million valuation in 2 years, and I'm like, dang, we've been in business for 2 years and we're still trying to figure things out, and it can wreck your confidence. It can make you doubt yourself. But the thing is, you can't let that happen. It is something that you're going to feel, and it's naturally going to come on you, but you got to remind yourself, listen, those are the abnormal, rare cases of growth. As long as you stay consistent, you stay determined, and you don't get so caught up in the success of others that you don't get to appreciate and value all the moves you're making day by day by day. It takes a long time to build something of value. Almost every scenario, except for the rare ones that are publicized and everybody knows about. I mean, we've both faced the discouragement and kind of the hit on our self-confidence. I know Brandy has, I have. Very natural, but don't stay in it. Don't let it actually disrupt you.
Yeah. I can tell when I'm like slipping into that mindset, and it can be hard if you let yourself like keep sliding, but you literally just have to grab yourself up and pull yourself out of that feeling. You never should act based on feelings, because otherwise you would never get anything done.
Quit way before you ever achieved anything.
You are feeling discouraged or you're feeling not good enough, still keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, and just like put those feelings on almost.
Surround yourself with also people, because sometimes when you slip in it might be hard to get yourself out of it. Have people around you that can remind you and bring to attention the awesome stuff you're doing. Brandy does that for me. I do that for her. So it is important to have really awesome, encouraging people around you that can help encourage you and push you forward. Because it's a long journey. Don't ever think it isn't. Celebrate your wins today. Don't compare yourself to other people or what you think your business should be. As long as it's actually succeeding in your own right, enjoy that and get pride and self-confidence out of that. That's kind of what we've experienced, and hopefully that helped.
Those are our little tidbits, and now back to work.
Putting in work daily.
Every single day. I am going to go for a run, and you guys can hang out with Josh for a bit.
Just want to code something.
I'm trusting you guys. I'm leaving you in some good hands.
Welcome to my desk. Let's code some stuff. Concludes our writing code sesh. Thanks with me, everybody. Hope you enjoyed my desk. It's where I live 90% of the time.
So on the topic of discouragement, what I like to do, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, you may have seen this in some of my posts, but I post like little affirmations on my computer. So this is refuse to quit, refuse to lose. And then this one's and it says, if you want greatness, don't be a baby.
I like that.
That's like a thing to not take things so personally. You know, we all have a tendency to think, you know, things can be like a direct attack on us or something, when in reality it's not. It probably has nothing to do with you. And so I like to keep these little things on my actual monitor so I see them all the time.
Yep, little confidence boosters, little reminders.
Positive affirmations.
Yeah, I got sticky notes all around my computer screen as well. Of just things to remember, lessons learned, motivation stuff.
One of his that's on his screen is consistency, which is huge if you are going and starting your own thing or if you're freelancing. It's the biggest game changer. If you can consistently show up every single day and do the work that's expected of you, or even do more, you're going to end up ahead at the end of the day.
And also on the thing of consistency as well, which is one of the unintended kind of pitfalls that you can run into, is things taking longer than you ever anticipated. And this might not be anything that you caused or any reason that like it was delayed because of a mistake. It might just be things just take time.
Yeah.
And if you're not anticipating that this is going to be a long journey, you're going to be shocked. Consistency is a reminder to just say consistently show up every single day. Focus on the day immediately in front of you, because you could be on this journey for years, not just the flash and bang of success and in 3 months you're balling. You know what I mean? Like
Ballin'.
So it's a journey. Remember consistency.
Yep, 100. Alright, so this ends today's vlog, which is all about, you know, pitfalls when you're first starting out and things you can do to hopefully navigate those waters.
Yep. If you hit them, there's nothing wrong. It's just embrace them and deal with them.
Yep, everybody goes through it. It's just about getting through it.
Exactly.
So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel below. Thanks, you guys.